What's poppin', yo? It looks like despite the fact that Cenat disappeared from streaming after gaining 1 million subscribers, he's still running the industry behind the scenes because Streamer of the Decade, XQC, announced that Cenat pretty much got him on the blacklist.
Hopefully,
Why? Oh, okay, Cenat. Okay. Yeah, but who cares about those guys, honestly? I mean, Cenat's not even.
Well, I mean, they're a
streaming
big
anymore.
chunk, like in the scene. Like,
Well,
and
I mean,
if you
they're
think about
all
it,
just-
like a lot of other people as well. Like, they feel like they're gonna be on their bad side if they be part of my shit. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I don't even know why they hate you. You're like one of the most nicest people.
Bro, MD, what's that like?
That's what it is.
Because I made an insensitive joke, or a few of them.
Yeah, you can't treat everybody like you treat me. They can't take a joke like me and Jesse.
Well, yeah, I know, but I mean, yeah, true.
Low key, you got to just be like a different type of human to understand.
Okay. In all defense, though, I feel like I'll take a joke of energy level 8 over and over again from some people. I'll fire a 7 back at them, and that's it. Like that, and that bridge burns.
So, yeah, they can give it, but they can't take it.
Like that's kind of how I view it these days. It's kind of weird.
Okay, so
The 3 bridges.
do the
you burnt,
AMP
like, there's-
people
I
even
could name
game
40
though?
people right
Like,
now.
are you actually missing out on people like?
No, but it's just it's not like like it's kind of hard to talk about the police on stream like that. Like this is kind of like it's like it's how it works, but like I'm not trying to convince people that it's how it works. You know what I mean? Like it's hard to get like orbiters from doing stuff with you when the main components don't like you.
So this is while XQC was on a call. The other guy that he's talking to is a streamer by the name of Greek God X, who himself was, during 2020, he just ended up having the wrong views at the right time. Anything that he said now he would have been still lit, but he had some motion a while back and then got ostracized from the entire streaming industry, and they didn't talk to him. His views dipped. This guy used to be like 500 pounds and lost a ridiculous amount of weight, and XQC messed with him, so XQC is still streaming with him. So a lot of you guys are probably asking, what the hell, like what's the background story between Cenat and XQC for him to blackball him like this? Well, it does go back to a couple of different things that happened last year, but it goes back even further than that. So here's one example of just recently, a couple of months ago, XQC calling out this guy Dez, who's one of Cenat's Clover boys.
The people around you, if you're a liability, I mean, they cut ties. Maybe not immediately, maybe in small ways until they fully cut ties. When you're a liability and you always crash out and you make the squad look bad, bro, people move on. Like, bro, at the size of Kai and the people in their group, dude, that's a no-brainer.
So this guy Dez, he was ripping. He was ripping certain words that would get you banned on Cenat's Mafiathon. He was the guy that was liking Cenat's ex-girlfriend at this point's pictures after they had broken up. And I don't think that Cenat would have gotten upset about this type of situation. And there was also another situation where XQC was going back and forth with Cenat because Kai was talking about like, yo, we could go band for band. And this didn't pan too well with XQC.
And I know he gonna see this. And don't try that watch flexing with me. Please, because we can do whatever you want to do. Watch for watch, house for house.
Oh no. Brother, you do not do, brother. Come on. You did not want to go band for band. We're not going there.
House M for M, I'm with it.
We're not.
You can't do that with me. So don't try to do on some, no. I'll fill up my whole arm. And I'm very humble, gang. You feel me? Like, I hate when do that, gang. It's like, bro, I be too, even my people around me be telling me.
Both hands in the air. Brother. I got AMP's entire net worth on one USB stick in some safety deposit box somewhere, okay, buddy? We're not gonna go there.
Like, yo, Kai, you be too chill, but it's like, damn, it's like every time a just wanna push my buttons, bro. And it's like, bro, we be chilling, gang.
So at this point, he just didn't know how much bread XQC had. Kai Cenat was feeling himself. But we got to go back even further. Well, actually, at the same time, if you guys remember when Kai Cenat was MIA, when it came to the Team Water situation with MrBeast, which I co-signed Kai Cenat going MIA for that. XQC had called him out because he said that Kai Cenat owed him 100K.
I said I didn't want to make it weird. It's just that I thought, dude, Kai blocked my number. Fair enough, right? No drama there. Just blocked my number, right? So I can't collect my 100K, which is fine. So I thought, dude, just put it for a good cause. And I thought I'll double that on top of that, right? Just right there. That's already almost 250, 200K right there. Boom. Right?
Okay. I like this.
Right? And then Jinxie will pop in with another what, like 200, like minimum.
Jinxie.
Yeah, something like that.
So here, Kai Cenat already had XQC blocked, and this was the beginning of 2025. So we're already back in the beginning of 2025. He's still blocked for some reason. XQC calls him out. I said I co-signed Kai Cenat, not replying to that because look what happened. This guy, MrBeast, won't even return Aiden Ross's calls now. And Aiden Ross was there doing challenge after challenge. He looked battered, bruised. He was raising all of this money for whose foundation? Yes, that is correct. MrBeast's foundation. So when MrBeast goes and does his corporate meetings and is meeting with all of these multi-international companies, he's like, yeah, you know, look, my foundation, we did this. He's not saying me, Aiden Ross, and XQC did this. No. He's saying my foundation did this. This is my organization. I am the face of it. And I just used all of you streamers to not only donate your own money to me, but help me gather a bunch of money to donate to this cause, which is a good cause. I'm not saying that's the problem, but Kai Cenat probably saw through that and said, you know what, MrBeast, I'm gonna focus on my own causes and you have some fun over there. But that's neither here nor there. So now circling back, there was another situation that happened between XQC and Kai Cenat that had to do with botting. And this wasn't directly about Kai Cenat. This was about Kai Cenat's his sons, let's say that, when it comes to not only Kai, but also people, Rakai and Reggie, accusations of view botting. Now, a year ago, XQC was calling out a lot of people for botting, DDG being one of them. And DDG and XQC have since patched things up. It was never really personal. But I'm going to play you guys that first clip of him calling out the botting right now.
Even Kai is pretty natural too. I don't really. So, some of Kai's friends though, I'm not. Hey, if I speak. Wait,
I saw you talking about something.
V-botters?
What did I see? Yeah, what was up with that? What happened?
They're all V-botters. I don't give a anything about these days. I'm not pro. Imagine thinking that I play this racket where like I need those like collabs. I don't give a. They're all V-botters. I don't care to say it. People become like
ready?
like from a 1K Andy to 20K Andy overnight. Like bro, I mean I've been here before. Like I'm not stupid. Like bought up the wazoo. And I would be open to the conversation that like it's their agency doing it. It's like these new guys like they come from Hollywood. They don't know, so like they.
So then Kai Cenat had his reply to this situation.
Like on this clip right here, you know, I feel like people are entitled to their opinion. People, you know, could just think whatever they want. You know, that's fine. That's okay. Psych, I lied. I'm tired of the riding. Get off my. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. It's like I be holding back too much. I'm about to just let rain. Like I'm tired. Like I ain't even gonna lie. Fuck all of that. Fuck all of that. All of that. That. Listen, okay? Delayed or what? Am I delayed right now or no? Am I good? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 1. Like you might not realize it, but I'm gonna help you. It kind of look like you eating. Like I'm not even trying to be funny or mean. I'm gonna go ahead and say it looked like you eating just a little bit.
And then XQC responded and asked about the backstory because he's looking at him. He's like, all right, listen, we don't know the backstory. These guys came out of nowhere. And frankly, to us, they really did come out of nowhere with that type of viewership. Like Rakai's almost at 1 million subscribers. Where did this 1 million subscribers come from on YouTube? This is a year ago too. He's near 1 million right now. So we've seen his ascension from a year ago. But back then it was almost like these guys came out of nowhere.
You haven't seen the build up to where they at right now.
What is the story behind the 4 days in a row under 40% chat rates? Doesn't it? I'm not Forget about what I said. Forget about anything that I know or don't know. Explain what type of story or what endeavor gets you to sub 40, sub 30% validation rate in chat. Explain it. I don't know. Just explain it. 4 days, 5 days in a row. I mean, why even attack me? Attack my story.
So during all this, XQC, he goes on and doubles down on Rakai and Reggie viewbotting.
Bro, I promise. Okay, this comes with a bum in my heart. I promise. At this point, I could easily save myself and say, yeah, whatever, and just kind of walk away from this dialogue. Okay, just for the sake of the argument, just for the sake of, in general, about just having integrity on botting, bro, I'm doubling down. Bro, I have to. I swear on everything with what I know and what things that I look at and I analyze that I've shown. I'm not like just saying it. I truly believe it. Whether it's them, a viewer, a mod, an agency, whether it's some like Bulgarian basement dweller, like bot maneuverer, whatever. Somebody's doing something that's tampering it. It doesn't matter.
So this looks like him and Kai still weren't really cool because this was after the Team Water stuff, and I can't help but think that Cenat wouldn't let some botting allegations on people that are around him to break apart a cordial relationship, because him and XQC, not just him and XQC, AMP and XQC, including Your Rage, who's not AMP, they were tight. Like, we're talking, if we go back 3 years ago, 4 years ago, these guys were partying together. Now, they weren't streaming together very often, but XQC was one of the first people from his side of the streaming community, which he has since left, that people dub the Poggers side, to really embrace and mess with these guys on the other side, like more the 2K side, and XQC is really tight with Aiden Ross. But this was the clip, and it was towards the end of 2024 that XQC is claiming Cenat got mad at.
Wad walks on the highway with his car, and it never came back.
So you think maybe, like, have you apologized to him maybe?
I did.
Is that what you wanted, bro? You wanted me to cry?
Oh my, here we go, bro.
Drop 100 gifted if you want me to be happy, guys.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, what is...
Oh, that's a good strat. Wow.
Yeah. The Cenat strat, she's really, dude.
Wow. Agent, you let him do that?
Wait, when does Kai cry for subs?
Oh, God, say something, Q.
When is he not?
Say something, Q. Oh, Agent, say something.
Stop instigating. Alright, yo, invite me.
So this obviously got clipped by a bunch of people, and XQC would go on to explain what happened in the original story of this clip, where you can hear Agent there.
If you think about it, the early drama with Kai was with Agent, and if you read the room, even Agent was laughing. Ron was laughing. Everybody was laughing when I made the jab, because what? Because it was a small jab. It was funny. It was a funny joke. Everybody laughed in the room because they understood the joke. Then it gets clickbaited by clip chimps on the internet. They fall for it. No, I'm wrong. I'm the devil. Oh no, you called Kai a beggar. You called Kai a whatever. Oh dude, nah. Now if I forgive X, then I'm not staying on business. Like, and now they feel like they're if they do anything that is with me, whatever, and then it's like, I think that's awful. Like, so cringe. When did the world get like this? Man, the modern streaming day age is dog. It's lame, honestly. And because of quality content and what people consume, it being better than other content, I'm telling you, this will not last a long time. Like, people like Ron that can take a joke will overtake everybody else, and the people that can't take a joke will go to the bottom and they'll disappear. They will vanish. The bots might maintain them for a few years. They will eclipse entirely. And it is what it is. I mean, we won't have to talk about any of these topics anymore, because you have less content you can make. If you cannot do humor between the boys, you're losing half your content. Imagine if I couldn't insult Greek, how boring it would be. If I couldn't call Greek a fat larder, big double wide porky hog, it would be.
So here I could understand why Kai Cenat fell back. So this was in 2024 that it happened. So it makes sense that in 2025, Kai Cenat wasn't messing with XQC, and up until now, of course. In 2025 is when the Team Water stuff happened. But Kai Cenat has multiple times I wouldn't say fell for, but he has taken headlines that were put out of context, of course, clipping, and he was one of the early people to just fall for the clip headlines and think that there were issues where there weren't. Like, for example, Kai Cenat had gotten into it with Aiden Ross and hadn't spoken to him for months because of the page Kick Champ, and he thought that Aiden Ross was paying Kick Champ to post negatively about Kai Cenat, and that's why he stopped messing with Aiden Ross. And there was also an incident that happened between Aiden Ross's manager calling Kai Cenat and talking about the whole Chicken Big Mac situation, and I do understand him. That really probably validated his suspicions with the Kick Champ situation, because like, yo, hold on, two people that seem close to you, and this Kick Champ guy posts a lot very positively about Aiden. That's pretty sus. And they ended up patching things up, but Aiden was like, yo, this guy, I don't pay this guy. I've actually paid this guy to remove posts in the past before that made me look bad. Although Kick Champ does seem to favor Aiden a lot more than Kai Cenat. He seems to be very anti-Kai Cenat. So for Kai to fall back from XQC on that, I could see him falling for it. And he was probably very sensitive to the whole begging thing, because people considered the whole last Mafiathon a begathon. Granted, the last Mafiathon was Mafiathon 3. That happened in 2025. So what XQC was talking about, begging for subs, that was even before the most recent Mafiathon where he hit 1 million subs. And the sad part about this is that this wasn't even a serious situation. Like, Agent, he knew he was joking. Stable Ronaldo was another person there, and Stable Ronaldo and XQC have joked on each other a lot more harshly than he's ever joked with Kai Cenat. And this is like a soft joke. He could have just hit him behind the scenes about it. But I think Kai Cenat is just looking at XQC like, yo, you're not my mans. You never were my mans. And just you talking about me in this type of way is kind of like sneak dissing. I think that's the way. I think it's a bit of a cultural difference between XQC and Kai Cenat, because the way that I look at it, and I agree with Kai Cenat's approach here, is that he's like, yo, if you're my friend, you're my friend. I'm not going to say anything about you, especially on stream, that can even be interpreted as making fun of you, unless you are present. So when Kai is with Ray, like, he'll joke on him. When Kai is with Kai, he'll joke on him. But you don't see Kai joking on his friends on stream ever. Like, he's a very loyal guy. So I think he just looked at things differently, whereas XQC is like, dude, this is all jokes. Like, we're still cool behind the scenes. And the problem is that Kai Cenat probably put it out there. He's like, yo, I don't mess with this guy. So if he doesn't mess with this guy, a bunch of other people around him aren't getting him, especially guys like Dez, but he wouldn't have collaborated with Dez. But mostly what he's talking about, because I don't think he's talking about Agent, although I haven't seen Agent nor Phantom do anything with XQC in a very long time, but Agent and Phantom aren't orbiters that XQC is talking about. Like, these guys have their own streaming career. If they don't have a problem with the guy, then they'll kick it with them. Even if someone else may not be like too happy with them in the group, they've all had their own careers and they came together and assembled this. Versus the Clover boys, that is pretty understandable why these guys wouldn't mess with XQC, because these guys are directly underneath Kai Cenat. They're not, orphanage isn't a good word. It's like they're Kai Cenat's spot. Like, think about Team 10, right? If you guys remember, if you guys are a little bit young, Team 10 was Jake Paul put a bunch of these guys in a house and he blew them all up. And it's funny because people were like, yo, he's taking advantage of Team 10. Yeah, well, where are the members of Team 10 now versus Jake Paul? The one guy's still standing. So they're like Kai Cenat's Team 10. They come from him. So I understand them wanting to preserve that relationship. But even XQC recently, he was on the same team as Ray in this tournament for Jinxie's Rainbow Six. And XQC seemed like the one that didn't want to be on his team.
Listen, X, I'm not kidding. On my mother's life, Ray is one of the top 6 players in this tournament. And yeah, Los is, but you and Ray have two good people.
I know for a fact you're not talking about Ray from A and B and right? There's no way you're talking about Ray, Kai Cenat Ray, right?
Yes, Ray, listen.
I know for a fact you're not saying Ray can play this game. I know it. I know that you're...
Listen, Ray won a tournament that was hosted, I believe, like 2 years ago in this game. I 1v1'd Ray, and Ray killed me in like the second round.
Where?
Ray is good.
In what country? What are you talking about?
Bro, I'm not bullshitting you. I've never seen Deji play, and I've seen Jinx play. Ray is better.
Bro.
Hey guys.
Jason, just wanted to update our.
So overall, I do think that this is something that can be repaired, but it just has to come from Kai Cenat's side. And I think XQC is not as, I don't want to use the word as big of a heart as Aiden Ross. I think Aiden Ross is willing to look like not a punk, but he's willing to apologize when he doesn't have to repair a relationship. And I think XQC is not like that. He's just like, yo, you got mad over some soft stuff you shouldn't have been mad about. I didn't mean it like that. It got clipped out of context. And no, I'm not going to apologize about it. And you decided to like cut me off and separate because you feel like you got to stand on business. So it is what it is. I don't got to be cool with you. It is. And that's what I think is going to remain the situation. I don't think XQC and Kai Cenat were ever quite compelling together anyway. I think XQC meshes well with Aiden Ross, and even I think XQC meshes well with a lot of different groups, but him and Kai never ever seemed like they were actually tight. But hey, let me know what y'all think in the comments. Do you think Kai Cenat's like overreacting, a little bit sensitive? I am willing, like while I did cut Kai Cenat some bail here in this particular situation because he was falling for the clips, when I saw the hate wall that Kai Cenat had up of a bunch of tweets that weren't even really hate, they were poking fun at him, that's when I thought, okay, Kai Cenat might be a little bit more sensitive than we thought. And it's probably because he didn't really face any adversity on his way up. Everyone, he was the people's champ until he blew up. Well, there was that one incident where he did that prank and Abba and Preach called him out, where he was taking money out of the tip jar for 9-to-5 workers. But the audience really messed with him. There was just Abba and Preach and like this audience that doesn't even watch Kai that came at him. But other than that, it was a smooth ride up. Whereas XQC had a lot of bumps and controversies along the way. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed. And I'm going to see y'all in the next one.